Keep my head high and my eyes on the prize. Yeah, my feet on the ground. Let's go. Let's go. I told my boys, it ain't no limits.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from the Superdome. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They go play action. Winston under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Winston now. That's complete to Troutman right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Play fake. Winston. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The Saints at 5-8, 3 games under 500. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Winston's looking for Olave, and he's got him. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the counter, here's Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Again, it's Kamara. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go with Kamara. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. On second down, a run with Patterson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. These two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Working with a 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Following the interception, Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored him, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
To throw again on second down. Winston, and Thomas has it. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and a yard, Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Kamara. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
On 2nd and goal, Winston. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Jameis to throw it. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They're going to look to throw. His throw incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First and 10, it's Patterson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9 now. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
They'll go draw here. Winston hands to Kamara. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Winston. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jamario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick 6 ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And complete to Drake London. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, first down. Straight ahead, Patterson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Zaccheaus here hauling it in. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run here with Algier, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! Bryan Edwards from 6 yards away. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A first down throw for Winston. Olave over the middle, and they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
That's good for the Saints.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Now Winston. Back to Kamara for another catch. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Touchdown! Olamide Zaccheaus, 73 yards. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Falcons, 14. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Well, this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
On 2nd and 10, Winston, and he's got the hook up to Landry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in
need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
17.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this 3rd quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then in like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. On 2nd and 9, Winston. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Here's Winston. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run. Right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Patterson running between the tackles. Room here to run. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
And the Saints, first down.
Winston now to throw on first down. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Kamara up the middle. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now they run the option on second down. Winston into the slide, and he's got a first down. The keeper there good for about 9, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and inches. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
Now, I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, Winston. Locates Kamara on the out route. So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Winston. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 28-yard line. Now Patterson to start the drive. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Running the counter, Patterson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 106 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
2nd and 6. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Landry now on the return. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive. And looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Complete to Cordero Patterson. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
22 yards. 1st down, Falcons.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Right back to Pitts again. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A handoff for Patterson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Demario Davis there on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Touchdown, Falcons!
Touchdown.
Kyle Pitts. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Winston on 3rd and 2. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. CD, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jameis Winston. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Patterson on the draw play. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now back to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here's Bradley Pena now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Jameis now on 1st down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, Winston. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A 1st down throw for Winston. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there.
27 yards. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Winston to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Richie Grant. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Saints 30. Will Lutz to kick off 41.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and put it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front. Say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go, back.
They'll go again with Patterson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. 3rd down, here's Patterson. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Winston to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Winston. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. One last shot now for Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Atlanta, it's just their 3rd win on the campaign as they move to 3-11 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens.